Hi everybody, welcome back. Okay, so this week is an exciting week. And you know why it's an exciting week? Because this week is the week when we get to the project. So where's the project? How do I do the project? Well, you can go down here and find project. Why is it a different size? I still don't know. I need to go in HTML. It's not supposed to be. They're all supposed to be the same size. Okay, I click on it. Now there are 6 steps in the project. Number 1, wait a second, I need a group? Yes, you need a group for this project. And you're like, but this is an online class. Yes, it is. It totally is. And when you go here, this is where you're going to submit who you want to be in your group. And whoa, one group has already done that. But I'm going to give you a forum that you'll be able to use to talk and find people to be in a group. If you already have friends who you know are taking the class, then group up with them. 3 or 4 people, I'm going to say 4-ish. So if you want to have a team of 5, that's fine. Otherwise, nothing really changes if you have more people or less people. Okay, so what are you going to do? Well, you are going to be building a Lego set. I know this really got some of you excited. You're like, oh my goodness, I get to build a Lego set? Yes, you totally get to build a Lego set. Here's the thing. You're building it in SolidWorks, which means every single piece that is in that Lego set will be made in SolidWorks. So you see this guy right here? You'll be making all of those pieces in SolidWorks, or all of these pieces. Now, luckily for you, even this guy says 230 pieces right here. There's lots and lots of duplicates. Like you can look right there, you can see that on that side right there, there's like a bunch of the pieces that are the same thing. So in the same way, you're not going to have to make 230 pieces, but you might have to make 50. And so that's why you need to be able to pick one that you think you can do and then divide the pieces equitably. Okay? So first off, don't buy the set because you have to buy it and then you have to build it until after I've approved it. You can email me, have one person email me what you want to build. Okay. So once you have actually bought it, built it in person, you're going to have to model those pieces, okay? So what you're going to do is you're going to do your best to build each piece in SolidWorks with the colors and everything else. This, not so good. On the left, pretty good. Now, there's going to be some variations here, and I'm going to show you how to build a Lego in a next video. But either way, make sure that you are doing your best to make it match as close as possible. And if there is guesswork, make it as little guesswork as possible, okay? Make as little guesswork as possible. So, you're going to submit all your files here. You will do that in one zip file, okay? To make this simpler on me and also for grading if there's any issues, each person will send me a zip file of their particular pieces with their name on it. So like if I did it, it would say like Dr. Kid's pieces, that'd be the name of the zip file. And you can all submit it or add to the submission. It's a group submission so everybody gets to see their files, but that way, if there are issues in your team, you can all say what's going on. Okay, then after you've built your model, you've gotten all the pieces made, you're gonna create something new. Okay, like for example, maybe you come up with a mohawk for one of the people that are in your set. Not so good, just a random piece that already exists. Like, why did you give that to me? Because that is already a thing. Maybe you have a shark and you want to give the shark a pocket watch, okay, that he carries around because he's a really fancy shark. That'd be fine. You're just making a piece and you're pretending like you're going to pitch it to Lego. Like, hey, Lego, here's this piece. You could use it for all these different sets, and here's how I put it in my set. Then you assemble it. How do we assemble things? Not to worry, I'm giving this project to you really early before we get to a lot of the skills that you're going to need to do the project. But that way you can go ahead and start. So when you assemble pieces, you're taking individual parts that you have created and then you're putting them all together. In this case, it's not put together. You can see that some of the parts are actually going inside of each other. That's not too good. And then I have all these pieces that are just floating around. This one, it's all attached, it's all colored. All of the avoidable interference has been removed. It's all looking good. And then finally, the last step is simply show me what you've done. What is it? It's a PowerPoint. That's all it is. You can also be a video or in person if you want to, or a written report. There's lots of things, but you're going to simply show me what you wanted to create. Show me an image of all the chunks, because when you're assembling it, this is a group project, but to make sure that every single person has something they can do, you're going to assemble separate chunks. Put all those chunks into one assembly, and then give me a sales pitch for your last Lego, or your new Lego. So all that goes in there. And I'm going to go back to this chunk thing because I realized I forgot one last detail from the project here. Just like with the model those pieces section where you gave me all your pieces separately, when it comes to assembling it, you are going to build a cohesive chunk as much as you can. So each person should have a chunk they can build. Like going to that first example of a Lego set. Look at this shark right here. If you look at it, it's got a head, a middle body, a tail, and a crab and a treasure chest. If I had 4 people, one person might take the head, one person might take the middle, one person might take the tail, back section, and another person might take the crab and the treasure chest. So make sure you're doing it in chunks. The reason I say this because you might have somebody flake out on you. If you have a team member who flakes out on you, I don't want them to have you modeling the part of the front and the back and the side so that you're completely lost if they drop out. Make sure that you're having a cohesive chunk when you're breaking up the pieces so that you can, in the end, do the project on your own if you need to. And go forward as much as you can. So it's a group assignment. I want it to work as a group assignment, but if I have to break up and grade you individually, I can. And so similarly to the building the pieces, you'll each give me a zip file here with all your pieces in the assembly file so I can look at it, as well as one that's completely assembled. Okay, now you're probably gonna have lots of questions, and that's completely fine. I'll answer at least one of them. But beyond that, be looking for the forum. I'll have it linked into this week's learning module. And go ahead and start talking, making friends, and figure out who you're going to be in a group with. And then meet in person. I'll be honest, like you were all going to be in person to begin with before it's got moved online. So go meet in person. The classroom is open. It's not being used. If it gets locked, you can just email me. I'll come unlock it. Either way, thank you so much, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.